I'm seeing something. I don't know if you've probably noticed it too, but it's really kind of bothering me because it's bringing up something.
Oh, buddy.
So I want to point out that she is one of a few constant stories in the legacy media, especially the Chronicle, of showing corrupt nonprofit leaders and employees. And surprisingly, they're always black.
Mm-hmm.
And surprisingly, they're always being dragged on their bus for misusing funds and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Even though, I mean, there's plenty of other stories of people misusing funds and that kind of thing and that big deal, but they are really putting a black face onto what they want to make as the failure of nonprofits working with the city.
Yeah, I think. Go ahead.
Oh, well, I mean, basically, to me, this is almost remind me of kind of the welfare queen example, where it's like truly like we're going to take anecdotal evidence and really turn it into a face of a problem they want to display.
Right. What I find interesting about this particular story, and this is just a rehash, because I think that she might be correct. I think she might be correct in saying that she's owed some money. But here's the thing. Nobody talks about what that nonprofit is.
Yeah.
Right? The SF Police nonprofit. It's a nonprofit that was established as I think it was founded in 1982 or something like that. Mm-hmm. And it's a nonprofit that actually is supposed to be something of a slush fund for the cops.
Yes.
Right. Like it's like, so like they pay for cars, they pay for vacations, they pay for through this fake nonprofit that they established. Right. So that means that the whole thing about the graft of it is the nonprofit itself. The cops are the ones who are doing the graft. So if she is actually a person who's going to be the scapegoat for all of the graft they've been doing for like almost for over 30 years, right? She's supposed to be the scapegoat.
Yeah.
Right? She's the one. But the thing is, there's a good chance that she was just doing what they were doing.
Yes.
And that's the reason why she's saying, okay, if you guys want to play that game, I'm going to take you to court and I'm going to show how all of you guys were doing this thing since 1982.
Yes.
And to say, and the fake comparison between, like, say, a nonprofit like Homeless Prenatal Program, right, which is still around. It's a great program. It helps women who are homeless and pregnant make sure they get their checkups on time, make sure they get the proper medication, make sure they get good delivery, great doulas. That's a nonprofit too, right? But if you lump that nonprofit, like Homeless Prenatal Program, with this cop nonprofit and just say all nonprofits,
yeah.
But see, that's a disservice. That's a disservice, and that's what the Chronicle consistently does. Right? This nonprofit is crooked. The cops nonprofit is a crooked nonprofit. It was founded under a crooked thing. They were being crooked. And then they get busted for being crooked and they throw her under the bus, right? And she's like, well, I might have been a little bit crooked, but the whole organization is crooked. So I'm going to sue you guys and I'm going to prove to you that you're crooks all the way through. You were already all crooks. So, I mean, I don't know why the Chronicle keeps harping on this particular nonprofit, because it's the most hypocritical of all the nonprofits. Like the one nonprofit you're focused on is the shittiest nonprofit. It's the cops nonprofit.
I know, that should say everything. Well, what kind of nonprofit? What's a nonprofit for cops? Like, what good is that doing?
Exactly. And the
How can that be doing any good?
And the Chronicle bringing it up, and it's right there in the headline. Of leading this SS Police nonprofit.
Totally.
It's right there. It's right there. You know it's crooked. You know it's crooked. So I mean, like, the thing is, like, you know, the Chronicle is trying to do this. But also, I mean, I think that a lot of this is actually, they're always trying to tie it back to London Breed's nepotism, which she had.
Yeah, because that's the other one too, though, is Cheryl Evans Davis, who I just posted a picture of too. But again, though, too, it's always the black faces, you know, like it's always, and because what's a scandal that really didn't get a lot of coverage in the Chronicle? I don't know. Libby Schaff.
Yep.
And all her corrupt stuff, where she's basically controlling commissions that she shouldn't have anything to do with, getting fined tens of thousands of dollars by the ethics commission. But she's still getting promoted. She's still getting to run other groups too. Yeah. I believe she's helping a YIMBY related group now, or no, it's like abundance related, I should say. But still, selective selective criticism, that's for sure, and definitely try to push a narrative. Well,
I mean, the thing also, like the rising threat of Black women in positions of power, which we learned is something that America is just not ready for, like at all. They're just not ready. And so, like, and that actually brings us back to what we were saying before, which is like all of these problems that we're saying are brand new things are actually very, very old. It's like so the most educated demographic in this country are Black women. And it's, so it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult because Black women are just going to be the more talented and the more educated of the pool, of the hiring pool. And sorry.
I was just going to say, but you can wipe that all the way by saying DEI.
Yeah, and over 100,000 Black women have lost their jobs since Trump has been put in office through that very excuse. I mean, like, to me though, it's just kind of like the same old saying, right? It's not like you guys are like, that's the reason why we have to have our own media, and we have to be able to interpret things in our own way, because we know that you guys are actually stuck on stupid when it comes to a bunch of stuff like this. Yeah. You're just stuck on stupid. And so right now you're stuck on stupid when it comes to being threatened by Black women. You're stuck on stupid with that. Right. And there's really nothing that we can do to stop you from being stuck on stupid. So we have to tell our own stories and debunk the ones where it's clear that your own class privilege, your own race privilege, it's interfering with the way you're reporting stories, just period.
Yeah, I know. Especially, seeing the support for Charlie Kirk after his death. Yes, it's a tragedy. But remember, this narrative that we're speaking about right here was one of the biggest things he pushed. That whole thing of every time I get on an airplane and if I see a Black pilot, I'm thinking DEI. This is the exact crap. And, completely ignoring the facts too, just to push this racist narrative, Well,
it makes white America feel good. That's just the way it is. It's always been like that. It makes white America feel good. And the thing is, so I just saw this one thing that said, I'd be mad too if I was a failure and I had a 400-year head start. Yeah, I'd be mad too. I'd be mad if I look at Obama and I'm like, I'm not doing that great, But I had a 400-year head start, and this is where I am. You know what I mean? So, that once again, I feel that's the fabric of the system. And that's the reason why, like you were saying, we have to create our own institutions, because these guys are pretty much, done.
Yeah, I know. It's funny. It's like that whole with that adage that Lyndon Johnson said about teach what you can convince a poor white man of doing. It's like, wow, I think that strategy still works.
It works very well.
Yeah,
it works very, very well.
So sad, but also too, we have to think about education in this country and how it's lacking in so much of the world, and also just diversity in general. The worst part is that they're taking advantage of the fact of how small the Black population is.
Well, punching down in a lot of ways, right?
Yes, absolutely.
But,
on purpose, because they know.
Yeah, on purpose. But at the same time, though, every oppressive system that these guys have created, hasn't really affected Black and brown populations the way they intend. Yeah. Right. In fact, the exact opposite has a tendency of happening. Right. You try to do this, you bring up the Klan. We come back, we bring civil rights. You come you try this, and then we come back with the Panthers. You try this, and then we come back with the most educated people. The one that really my favorite analogy is Matt Schmeling versus Joe Louis. That's my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Because what they were saying was that Black people were physically incapable of beating white. They'd already done it once with Jack Johnson. Yeah. They'd already done it once with Jack Johnson. But to actually think that they were rooting for the Nazi.
Yeah.
They were rooting for the Nazi to win. Like that's exactly how twisted your brains are when you start rooting for the Nazi and not the American. And then when the American wins, you get so mad that you burn down cities because the black guy won. Yep. And so, I mean, so to me, that's just the analogy. Like what you're telling yourself is a lie, right? And so you're going to get mad every time that lie is disproven, but you're just going to have to stay mad because the lie is going to consistently get disproven.